Good evening, everyone.
Welcome to Wigging Up. That I'm Michael Che.
I'm Colin Jost. According to a senior official, President Trump keeps a letter in the Resolute desk addressed to Vice President J.D. Vance in the event he dies or is assassinated. The letter reads simply, "I wish it had been you."
Vice President J.D. Vance criticized protesters confronting ICE officers, saying they should instead write an op-ed or argue about it on social media. You know, just like these young scholars did on January 6th. I get that ICE agents are people, allegedly, and they have a job to do. But at some point, while you're pepper spraying old ladies or shooting at a nurse, do you ever stop and ask yourself, are we dicks?
King Charles visited the U.S. to mark the 250th anniversary of American independence from Britain and to seek the release of a British hostage being held by an American terrorist.
President Trump posted plans for his presidential library in Miami, which would be a massive golden skyscraper with a golden escalator and a golden statue of Trump, as predicted in the book of Revelations. President Trump attended the opening night of Chicago at the Kennedy Center, and I think that's cool that the president is going to the theater. I mean, what's the worst that could happen?
Health Secretary Robert F. Kennedy Jr., seen here back from his mission to the sun, said he's recovering from rotator cuff surgery on his shoulder. Well, look who needs me now, said Tylenol.
Cole Thomas Allen, the alleged Correspondents' Dinner shooter, took this selfie in his hotel room shortly before his assassination attempt, which he captioned, "Felt cute, might delete president." This week, King Charles visited the U.S. and met Zohran Mamdani. And I'm surprised he didn't take Mamdani back to England with him, because he is an Indian treasure.
A top FEMA official revealed in an interview that he once mysteriously teleported to a Waffle House 50 miles away, which is a phenomenon better known as drunk driving.
First Lady Melania Trump made a rare public statement to deny reports that Jeffrey Epstein introduced her to Donald Trump, because they actually met when Trump cracked open her shipping container. On Friday, the Artemis II astronauts returned safely from their 10-day trip around the Hollywood soundstage.
President Trump has spent so much time stalking Greenland like an absolute psycho. He's basically become a guy on a dating app. He's like, "Hey, Greenland, you look so good." And Greenland's like, "Haha, thanks." And Trump's like, "Seriously, I need you. I'd literally give $700 billion to be with you." And Greenland's like, "Look, not trying to be mean, but I'm not interested." And Trump's like, "I'll kill you, you ugly bitch."
Donald Trump announced that he will attend the White House Correspondents' Dinner, which will be hosted by famous mind reader Oz Perlman. Big deal. Even I can read Trump's mind. Dementia. He wanted more out of that. The Justice Department has formed a task force intended to eradicate anti-Christian bias, which hopefully works better than the church's strategy of molesting it out of you.
King Charles also presented President Trump with the original bell from a British submarine and said, "Should you ever need to get a hold of us, just give us a ring." Or Trump could just call the guy saved in his phone as Andrew Island.
After reaching orbit, Artemis II astronaut Victor Glover sent a message back to Earth saying, "Trust us, you look amazing. You look beautiful." Yeah, leave it to the black astronaut to catcall the entire planet.
During the mission, the crew of Artemis II sent back pictures of the rarely seen dark side of the moon, revealing that the moon has a rat tail.
Legal experts are saying that this week's Supreme Court ruling has taken a wrecking ball to the Voting Rights Act of 1965. But if you ask black people, it felt more like a fire hose. President Trump met with the Artemis II astronauts in the Oval Office and told them, "I like space," which is actually a direct quote from Melania's wedding vows.
J.D. Vance is releasing a book about his conversion to Catholicism. The Catholic Church is calling it somehow the worst publicity we've ever had.
The bill ending the government shutdown will fund SNAP through next September, and thank God, because I was this close to donating food. President Trump attended a Washington Commanders game on Sunday, and I guess he hasn't been to one in a while because he showed up in Redskin.
Defense Secretary Pete Hegseth, seen here right after the bartender cut him off, testified before Congress where he revealed that the current estimate for the war in Iran is $25 billion, a gallon. Also, how has the war already cost $25 billion? What are we bombing them with? White House ballrooms?
In his speech, President Trump referred to the war in Iran as the little journey, because little journeys are all anyone can afford to take now. President Trump said in his speech that the Strait of Hormuz would open up naturally, but if it doesn't, the Marines will deploy a little bit of spit.
Before the talks fell apart, President Trump warned Iran about making any more demands, saying the Iranians don't seem to realize they have no cards. They're literally holding us straight.
A federal appeals court has restricted abortion access by blocking the mailing of a popular abortion drug. But just remember, any drug can be an abortion drug if you do it enough. Defense Secretary Pete Hegseth, seen here demoting a black general, said this week that an airman told him the only thing they need in Iran is bigger bombs. Got you covered. How about Kristi Noem's husband?
Health Secretary Robert F. Kennedy Jr., who is what happens if you leave Walton Goggins in an air fryer.
That's fun.
Said that he will challenge Dunkin' Donuts to prove that their sugary drinks are safe. You know what that means? A push-up contest with Ben Affleck. Don't one guy clap. The U.S. State Department is introducing a special edition passport that features an image of Donald Trump. So you'll always carry a reminder of why you fled the country. Also, I love that the picture of Trump is apparently burning a hole in the Declaration of Independence.
After reaching orbit, Artemis II astronaut Victor Glover sent a message back to Earth saying, "Trust us, you look amazing. You look beautiful." Yeah, leave it to the black astronaut to catcall the entire planet.
President Trump's State of the Union address this week was the longest in history, lasting almost 2 full diapers. During the State of the Union address, President Trump said, "Our nation is back, bigger, better, and stronger than ever before. Same," said the measles.
A homeless man in Florida was arrested after trespassing on a yacht and saying that he was holding it for his friend, President Trump, as well as making other unbelievable claims like, "I was mayor of New York City." That was my impression of Kate doing it.
DHS Secretary Kristi Noem testified before Congress where protesters interrupted her by shouting the line, "The power of Christ compels you," from The Exorcist. Noem mostly ignored them, but did take one quick look back.
A school board in New Jersey is considering a proposal to rename an elementary school after President Trump. Named Trump Elementary, home of the fighting allegations. Representative Alexandria Ocasio-Cortez said she thinks it's possible America has already had a gay president. And here's a guess, maybe it's the one obsessed with ballrooms and the Village People.
The movie Michael earned $97 million in its opening weekend, which was the most a music biopic has ever grossed. But it didn't even crack the top 10 grossest weekends involving Michael Jackson.
Last week, President Trump hosted multiple events at the Kennedy Center, including an award ceremony for Sylvester Stallone, Gloria Gaynor, and rock band Kiss, as well as a musical performance by the Village People, which raises the question, is Donald Trump a gay man from 1978?
President Trump is also claiming that a BBC documentary altered his January 6th speech by using AI to change his words. And when you watch it back, it is kind of egregious.
And we fight. We fight like hell.
And we fight for horny MILFs in your area.
A rash has appeared on President Trump's neck, which is just above his collar. Apparently, someone accidentally washed his shirt in holy water. Amazon is planning to donate $1 million to Donald Trump's inauguration. It makes sense because Amazon and Trump both want to ship stuff out as fast as possible. It's the 90s, guys. What is that?
An aviation company is now conducting tests of an all-electric air taxi to fly wealthy customers from Manhattan to JFK Airport, while economy customers can use their slingshot to LaGuardia.
Krispy Kreme revealed that its online ordering system was briefly hacked. Apparently, Krispy Kreme's cybersecurity had a few holes. Something wrong with this mic. A number of education experts are saying that parents of teenagers should teach them porn literacy, particularly stepmothers.
Gastroenterologists are now saying that people can avoid getting hemorrhoids if they just stop sitting on the toilet for a long time while scrolling on their phones. No!
New Jersey officials are warning residents to secure garbage cans as black bears come out of hibernation looking for food. Ah, New Jersey. No one steals our precious garbage.
Tiger Woods was arrested for a DUI after a rollover crash in Florida. Tiger said he was disappointed in himself because he just missed the green.
A new report claims that the next person to leave the Trump administration will be FBI Director Kash Patel. And honestly, Patel seems like he already has one eye out the door.
Disney theme parks have introduced a new lightning lane ticket that allows people to skip lines for almost $500 a person. Nice try, Disney, but I'm sticking with my trusty wheelchair.
Officials are urging New York's governor to send 100 state troopers to Queens to shut down the numerous brothels on Roosevelt Avenue, which begs the question, what's the cross streets?
A Disneyland guest was arrested for stripping off his clothes and walking around nude on It's a Small World, which is the all-time worst answer to the question, so what are you in for?
Authorities in Italy say a statue was damaged after a woman accepted a bachelorette challenge to touch the statue's genitals. She's been charged with statutory rape. Back to you, Colin.
Also, during a Halloween event at the White House, President Biden playfully bit a baby who was dressed as a chicken. And then, moments later, Commander finished the job.
McDonald's is releasing a new Grandma McFlurry, which they say tastes like Grandma's favorite treats that she hid in her purse. It's a combination of butterscotch, crunchy candy pieces, and a big black vibrator. No, that's sweet.
That's sweet. Police in Nebraska arrested a longtime sex offender known as the Cookie Monster after he was found naked in a boy's bedroom. Luckily, before he could go, nom, 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 nom.
The Department of Homeland Security said they may participate in a new reality show in which immigrants would go through a series of challenges for a chance to become a citizen. It's called The Real Housekeepers of Orange County.
Actor Armie Hammer is launching a new podcast aimed at rehabilitating his image after accusations of cannibalism. So be sure to check out Armie Hammer on Wait, Wait, Don't Eat Me.
Coors Light announced the launch of their first non-alcoholic beer, Coors 0.0%. And I love their new slogan.
Coors 0.0. Get custody back.
Donald Trump has called himself a very stable genius so many times over the years that it's become one of his most recognizable claims. Anytime someone questions his intelligence, memory, or judgment, he doesn't hesitate to push back, reminding everyone that, in his own opinion, he is one of the greatest minds around. It's a message he's repeated again and again, always presenting himself as exceptionally smart and fully confident in his own abilities.
Highly educated. I went to the Wharton School of Finance.
I went to the Wharton School of Finance. I was a very fine student.
They didn't go to the Wharton School of Finance. They did? But you know what? They're really smart. I went to a great school, business school, the Wharton School of Finance, a great school. I've also heard I was first in my class at the Wharton School of Finance. And sometimes when you hear it, you don't say anything. You just let it go.
We have spent so much time diagnosing Donald Trump. And he's a dictator. He's a fascist. He's a malignant narcissist whose blood type is fryer oil. But it's pretty clear that America is the one that needs the diagnosis because whatever's wrong with him, we love it. Donald Trump is holding up a mirror to the American people, and it might be time to take a good hard look. I'm sorry, I told myself that this show would be uplifting tonight, but unfortunately, I'm too depressed and quite frankly, very, very hungover. Hey, it's times like these when I can lean on the wisdom and support of the best news team in the world. We all know Donald Trump has a long list of enemies. Iran, Democrats, far-left radicals known as the Catholic Church. Only one opponent that Trump hates so much that when he goes after them, he actually becomes them.
You know, the windmills, boom, boom, boom.
Windmills, wing.
Whoa. Have some respect for the commander-in-chief. That's President Pussy to you. Do you know what it means to have every single person in New York booing you? Even a guy taking a shit on the subway will have one New Yorker cheering him on. All that incessant booing, he must have been devastated.
It was certainly amazing. It was, I think, mostly cheers.
Mostly cheers? I guess the DOJ redacted all the boos before they hit his ears.
During the game, President Trump appeared to fall asleep.
Cheating on the election.
Do you have evidence to support
All I have to do is look. All I have to do is look.
All you have to do is look, people. It's right there in front of you. I know it sounds easy, but for Donald Trump, it's getting harder and harder these days.
What evidence is there to prove that there was rape?
Look, some of these efforts are so diabolical and so far upstream it is impossible to prove.
The fact that there is no evidence is the evidence. We'll start with Troy Iwata. Troy, it's up to you. Please give us something to lift our spirits.
Like lift spirits. I thought I was reporting on Senate results.
No, No, we don't need that right now. We need someone to find the perfect words to explain to us that everything's going to be okay. So go.
Don't put that on me. I can barely help myself. I am in a deep pit of despair. Don't look at me.
Okay, Michael Costa, let's go to you. That will single-handedly fill us with joy.
Pass. I pass on that. That is way too much pressure for old Costa. I didn't even vote.
What?
You know what? Grace said something this morning that really made my heart soar, or whatever bullshit you're looking for.
Great, Grace Kulenschmidt. Let's go to you. I can't wait to hear your words of comfort.
Yeah, I didn't say anything to comfort Costa. I just asked to borrow a phone charger. We will not go quietly into the night. We will not vanish without a fight. We're going to live on. We're going to survive. And we celebrate our Independence Day.
No, that's Bill Pullman's speech from Independence Day. That does not count. No, it has to be your own words.
Desi, come on. I don't know how to give a rousing speech. I'm just a girl.
You blew it, Grace. Josh, what about you?
All right, don't worry, Desi. I got this.
Okay.
You ever go to the clinic thinking you have herpes? And then you find out that you do have herpes.
Yeah.
But it's kind of nice because now at least you know. Was that inspiring?
No, not at all. Please, Josh, give me something.
Hold on, 1 second, real quick. Oh, I'm sorry, I'm a mouthful.
No, you took that bite on purpose.
This time, though, the Daily Show host Desi Lydic aired a clip that made Donald Trump's repeated claims about being a genius seem much harder to defend. The moment was actually pretty simple. Trump was talking about a cognitive assessment, the kind doctors use to check basic mental function, and explained that one of the first tasks is naming 4 animals: lion, giraffe, bear, and shark. But as he described on camera, he kept changing the list, forgetting which animals he'd already mentioned and starting over more than once. Desi didn't spend her time mocking the mistake itself. Instead, she pointed to something bigger, joking that Trump treats his IQ like a campaign promise that nobody is ever allowed to verify. That comment stood out because it reflected the image Trump has built for years, constantly presenting himself as smarter than his political opponents, the media, military leaders, scientists, economists, and almost anyone who disagrees with him. So when viewers watched him struggle to repeat 4 animals in the same order, many felt his confident claims didn't quite match what they were seeing. On one try, the list became lion, bear, alligator, and squirrel. On another, it changed to lion, giraffe, whale, and shark. Only on the 3rd attempt did he finally say lion, giraffe, bear, and shark. It wasn't really about forgetting a few words, because everyone has moments like that. The bigger point was the contrast between the image Trump has spent years promoting and the clip people were watching. After the segment aired, Trump responded on Truth Social, calling Desi Lydic low-rated, nasty, and fake news while insisting his mind was in perfect condition. His memory was unmatched, and the clip had been taken out of context. The following night, Desi answered with a memorable joke, saying that if explaining your genius takes more editing than the original question, that might reveal part of the problem. The audience applauded because the comeback shifted the conversation. Instead of making people forget the clip, Trump's defense encouraged many viewers to watch it again. The more strongly he insisted on his intelligence, the more people remembered the changing list of animals. Desi's approach wasn't to directly argue about Trump's intelligence. She simply placed his own words next to his own performance and let viewers draw their own conclusions. In one clip, Trump confidently declared himself a very stable genius. In the other, he struggled to repeat the same 4 animals consistently without changing the list. That contrast became the lasting takeaway for many people. As the clip spread across social media, it wasn't the cognitive test itself that drew attention, but the way Trump's explanation kept changing while he described it. Desi's broader point remained the same. When someone builds a public image around always being the smartest person in the room, every statement naturally gets examined more closely. And if those statements don't hold up under a short video clip, that carefully crafted image becomes much harder to maintain. That's why moments like these continue to attract attention, because they allow the public to